Death Must Die dropped into early access a week back, roughly, and I've been playing it a lot. I really like the game loop, the characters and the mechanics. It's like if Hades and Halls of Torment had a child. This is an early access game, and why I won't put too much weight in underdeveloped parts and missing features. There are 5 characters to choose between before heading out, killing hordes of enemies and bosses. The weird part here is that there are 5 melee characters and 1 range character, a sorceress. It would be nice with a few more range characters, like someone using a bow or another mage. The other 4 melee characters are too similar to each other, I would say as well. The main difference comes from stats and the perks you can equip. Amongst the melee characters, the Barbarian is my absolute favorite. Because of his regular attack, he just swings in a giant circle. The thing that kind of bothers me about him is that it looks like he's holding 2 weapons, or that one of his hands is made of iron, but he can only equip 1 weapon. Like, why can't you use the other hand? Same goes for the Knight. He has a shield in one of his hands. It would be nice if that shield was an equipable part of the character. You also have an Assassin that uses 2 blades and bring a lot more speed than the other melee characters. And you also have the Warrior, which uses a big ass sword. My absolute favorite character is the ranged character, the Sorceress. I kinda like the glass cannon build here. It's a fun challenge. When you head out, the game starts off easy with just a few skeletons trying to attack you for a few minutes. There's only 1 map so far with no edges, what I have noticed so far. On the map you can find shrines, lore books, temporary and permanent boosts, which makes it better to be on the move at all times if you can, rather than staying in one spot. As you continue playing, harder and harder enemies will spawn, and different combinations of enemies will start to attack you. Squares of black fire will also appear around you from time to time, closing in around you. These will contain bosses or swarms of enemies. Enemies and chests you can find on the map will also drop gold and loot. Loot is always armor pieces. The armor pieces comes in different rarities. They also have a weight, light, medium and heavy, for different characters to equip. As you play, you also level up by picking up the green orbs on the ground. When you level up, a god will grant you a blessing, much like in Hades. I haven't found that there is a deeper synergy between the different gods. In Hades, for example, if you pick specific skills from specific gods, you would gain access to better skills that is kind of a combination between the gods that the skills belongs to, making the progression and skill choices matter a bit more. In Death Must Die, it feels like it's better to stick with one god, as the blessings from each god only enhances the god's own blessings. It's not true for every skill on every god, and there are a few gods that are different, but for the most part it's true. This makes each run kind of narrow because you're focusing on 1 or 2 gods. When it comes to the gods, you have your standard elements, ice, lightning, fire, but you also have Death's Daughter that lets you use curse spells. You also have the God of Time and Justice and a few more. When you level up, you get to choose 1 of 3 blessings from 1 god. The blessings comes in different rarities as well. A better rarity will have a better stat for that blessing. The same blessing can also show up several times and will level up each time you choose that same blessing, which makes it better each time. The main problem and improvement point for me here is that I want more unique blessings per character from the gods. I hope this is something they're working on. As of right now, I can't think of any that are character specific. The Sorcerer have a few blessings that grant her more projectiles, but I mean the other are melee characters and can't access these, which makes sense. But other than that, all the blessings can be obtained by all characters. There might be a few I have missed, but for the most part, this would really help making each character more unique as well. But overall, the blessings are great and very impactful. The effects don't take over what's going on the screen either. Yes, there can be a lot on the screen at the same time, but I think it's always relatively easy to see what's happening on the screen and dodge incoming projectiles and stuff like that. I think this has a lot to do with the darker background, and the enemies and projectiles have different colors. I also love that there's an option for the cursor, giving it a green outlining. Very helpful. The pixel art the game is built on is great, filled with detail. Personally, I love this type of graphics. When you die, you're taken back to the game's hub. Here you can buy and sell equipment, change character, access the storage, switch out perks, which you have challenges for each character to unlock them. You can collect lore and store it here as well. There is nothing really new in the hub or anything that sets it apart from other games. It's kind of a very standard hub. When you're out on a run, you can equip the character you're using with the gear you find. In the hub, the game lets you equip all characters from whichever character you're playing right now. Very nice feature, making it less tedious to equip 5 characters. I really like the game a lot. Can't wait to see what this game will become when it's done. I think this game has a bright future, and I would suggest you trying it out. You will have a great time. Thanks for watching, have a great day, see you in the next one.